Wibta if I say yes to being made my grandparents' executor of will. So I 24F have been hanging out with my grandma whenever I can. We haven't had the greatest relationship and she is a bit of an abusive person, but after realizing what her actions were doing to people she started to ask for help instead, which has helped our relationship grow. We still butt heads when it comes to religion, but other than that she's been acting more like my grandma and not overstepping her bounds, but her past actions towards others has pushed everyone else in the family away including my mom and her two sisters. Recently when I was out for breakfast with my grandparents I had told my grandma future plans with my boyfriend and our hopes for having a child, and getting a nice house down the road once our credit scores are higher. She was super supportive, and then she started talking about getting a will and whatnot together because she's getting up there in age. I told her it's always good to be prepared but that I was positive she was gonna be around for a long time still. Lately I've been avoiding talk of death because I was living with my grandfather on my dad's side last year, and I came home from working a double and I found him dead in his bed, so death for me this past year has been a tough subject. Well, a couple of days after having breakfast with my grandma she called me and she informed me that her and my grandfather were thinking of making me the executor of the will instead of my mother or her older sister. I wasn't sure how to respond, so I told her if she chose me I'd be more than happy to take care of everything for her. Now nothing is set in stone, and my grandma makes the decision towards the end of the year. I just feel like my family would get angry or upset if I took away that position from my mom or my aunts, but I don't know because none of them really visit or speak to my grandma much anymore, and I feel like they're just sitting still hoping she'll go before my grandpa so they can sweet talk him into leaving only one of them everything. This all puts me in such an awkward position because I don't want to disappoint anyone. So Wibta if I gave my grandparents a definite yes to being executor?